Okay. Welcome to our August luncheon. Sit back and relax and enjoy your lunch. We're going to answer all of your toughest questions today. So thank you so much in advance for sending your questions in. We're also going to take some live questions today. And regardless of whether you like the answers or not, stay tuned because we have a prize at the end for a $40 to Texas Roadhouse gift card that you can win by staying through the end. So sit back, relax, enjoy your lunch. And we're going to start first with our membership list with Candy.
Hey everyone, I'd like to welcome our newest members for August 2021, starting with Shane Hayner from Mission Accomplished Realty, Norma Linden from Weichard Wayne Yance Realty, Alvin Cruz Rivera from Carolina Lakes Lakeside Realty, Morgan Cameron from Remax Southern Properties, Brandy Jefferson, EXP Realty, Leonard Bellamy, EXP Realty, Tanya Argagundi from Exit Realty Preferred, Thomas Fortner III, Keller Williams Realty, John Quinnanen III from Coldwell Banker Advantage, Suzanne Cox from Exit Realty, from EXP Realty, Latasha Whitted from Keller Williams Realty, Jason Thompson from EXP Realty, Benjamin Williams from Lucas Moore Realty, Lucas Moore from Bob Wallace Realty, Joyce Raymond from Coldwell Banker Advantage, Danielle Carpenter from Keller Williams Realty, Whitney Jurnett from Coldwell Banker, Howard and Perry and Walton, Tanaya Morrison from Realty One Group Promise, Esther Saducito from Adcock and Associates, Crystal Fortner from Keller Williams Realty, Megan Hutchins from On Point Realty, Angela Bragg from Exit Realty Preferred, Vivka Buss from Keller Williams Realty, Rochelle Secor from Keller Williams Realty, Alicia Rich from Keller Williams Realty, Blaine Stubbs from Soldiers First Real Estate, Orban Gonzalez from Home Pro USA Realty, Haley Mendoza from EXP Realty, and Paris Ryan from Remax Choice. Welcome to all our new agents. Getting ready to start our program is going to be Melissa could not be with us today, so Amanda, are you taking it or is David's taking it? There you go.
All right. You may not be able to tell through Zoom, but I'm really sweating right now. We got some tough questions. And so for that, we brought in the whole board of directors and officers for 2021 to help me answer all your toughest questions. So I hope you're excited and get ready, and we'll get started without further ado. So we're going to start off with our first question, and I'll read each question and give credit to who asked the question, and then call for the director or officer who's going to answer the question. And then your live questions we'll answer at the end. Then, of course, we'll do our prize drawing. So first question. There are a ton of companies that are out there soliciting guaranteed everything from offers to lead generation that are scams. Additionally, there are quite a few brokers who are placing items out there FSBO and in the MLS. And there are companies that do a single listing. And when you call the listing agent, they don't answer on the property that our rules state when it is put in the MLS by the broker, they are responsible for the listing. What changes to our rules and our grievance process can be made to address both the scammers and the abuse of the MLS? And thank you to Matthew Price for that question. And we're going to call for Sunny Ryder, our MLS chair, to answer that question.
Hi, everyone. Matthew, thank you for your question. Unfortunately, soliciting and scammers are a problem across all industries, and they seem to have really affected the real estate market in several different ways. The best thing we can do is learn how to identify the signs of a scam and warn others to avoid becoming victims. On the second part of your question, agents can do limited representation for a homeowner or list a property in the MLS for comp purposes, only if they've sold it and it was a FISBO. But if you see someone violating the MLS rules, or you can use the police icon on the listing page to report the violation, which will go to Debbie at the association, or you can just call Debbie or email her, or you can send it in so we can bring it up in an MLS committee anonymously.
Thanks, Sunny. And again, on that note, I will never ask you for iTunes gift cards. We were just talking about that today. A cold beer, whatever, Rogaine for my hair, something like that. I will never ask you for that. Those are definitely scams. So be aware they're just everywhere with many bad guys impersonating us. Okay, second question now that we have your attention. Are you going to offer CE classes again this year at no cost to the agents? Thank you, Shirley Wall, for your question. I'm going to bring forward Megan Gerber, our Vice President for Public Relations.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have one of the easiest questions. So one of your benefits as a Realtor is the luncheons that we provide. Unfortunately, with COVID, we have not been able to gather and do those luncheons. So your benefit for that is free CE. So yes, we will be doing it again prior to the expiration next year in June. So no exact dates and times yet, but you will all get to benefit from that. But please register, and keep in mind when you register to show up so that other people don't lose an opportunity to be there. But yes, it's a great opportunity we're offering to you for your member services. So please take advantage.
Thank you, Megan. All right, question number 3. We're doing pretty good so far. Hi there. I wanted to ask about combining MLSs. The Mid-Carolina MLS recently joined the North Carolina Regional MLS. Can we do the same thing or join the Triangle MLS? Many areas border 2, if not 3 MLSs, and this is a large expense to agents. Has Longleaf considered doing this? And if not, why? Thank you, Sarah Horwath, for bringing that question. We're going to bring Sunny back again.
So for several years, we have been looking into expanding our service area and saving our members money. Earlier this year, we made an offer to Mid-Carolina, which they did not accept. But we are currently working with 2 other MLSs to expand our MLS footprint and save our members money. We can't disclose those details yet, but we hope to be bringing you good news soon.
Thanks, Sunny. All right, next question. What do members get in return for the dues we pay? And we're going to bring forward your president-elect for next year, Amanda Martin.
Great question. I remember when I first got into real estate and joined and paid those dues, you know, you're not making any money, and it was a tough check to write, and it would be a while before I understood fully what we really get in return for those dues. So just a little bit of information for you. It's 3-tiered. So a portion of your dues stay local with Longleaf Pine Realtors, and a portion goes to North Carolina Realtors and then to the National Association of Realtors. So those dues make you a member in all 3 spots. There are thousands of people working and volunteering their time to help Realtors be successful, keeping you up to date on issues that could affect your ability to do your job. And the leadership that cares about keeping home ownership affordable, cares about helping you earn more money and keep more of what you earn. Under the dues also are our North Carolina Realtor forms and zip forms, a free legal hotline that you can use if you need legal advice, as well as a free tech hotline. We have a full-time government affairs director, lobbyist, the support of RPAC, the Realtor Political Action Committee, professional standards, education available at all 3 levels. Last year, you were able to get free continuing ed through Longleaf Pine Realtors, practical skills classes, designations and certifications, local education opportunities like the monthly nuts and bolts, MLS training, pre-COVID, the Realtor Rally, luncheons, grievance committee, the code of ethics, product services and member services, leadership tools, the North Carolina Realtors William C. Bass Leadership Academy, conventions, peer networking, which can lead to amazing referral opportunities to build your business. Lots of information. And I know sometimes it may seem like information overload, but they are always equipping us with great information about our industry, including local GAD or government affairs updates, RPAC information, education, and so forth. I pulled up yesterday and the list for North Carolina Realtors benefits to the members is 16 pages long. It's available on their website. And if you have a chance, it would be a really good idea just to review that. So, you know, there are also discounts that are available through the National Association of Realtors, anything from insurance discounts, discounts on the purchase of a computer, rental cars, and so forth. I think one of the biggest benefits, though, is the advocacy for our industry. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. That's really a long, impressive list of member benefits. And we'll move on to our next question. Why is it important to support RPAC? So if you haven't seen it already, we have a video on YouTube that Amanda and I did with the special guest appearance by Baby Yoda earlier this year. And you can take a look at that. We went through about 722 different reasons to give to RPAC. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well for more videos like that. And we're going to put Amanda back on the hot seat again to come up and talk about why you should support RPAC briefly. Thank you.
I'm chair of the RPAC committee, and I think the biggest reason to support RPAC is because it is one big loud voice for realtors. And they really do help us keep more money in our pocket. You know, they've been able to fight a tax on our commission, keep tax deductions in place. We have over 900 members in our local association that support RPAC. And this allows us to continue helping our buyers and sellers while our lobbyists and RPAC staff and our local GAD are watching to make sure that bills and legislation or local ordinances aren't passed that could greatly affect our industry, and in some cases just bring it to a grinding halt. So we definitely need them looking out for us and looking out for our buyers, you know, keeping home insurance affordable. I'm always happy to entertain any questions if anyone would like to chat about RPAC. Thank you.
Remember, you can post your live questions in the chat box and we'll answer them at the end. And that would be great because we haven't had a chance to prepare for them. So you can totally ambush us if you like, no pressure. All right, next question. How can I become a committee chair or committee member? How much time is involved in serving on a committee? Now we're going to break out after all these questions and talk about each committee individually. But for right now, to answer that general set of questions, I'm going to bring forward Megan again. Megan.
Hello again. So how do you join? You can go to the Longleaf Pines website. You can call the office, or you can run in here with donuts in person and bribe the staff. No, really, it's super easy. So fill out the form online. You can call the office or come in person. We are definitely in need of volunteers. It does not take up a lot of your time. A few hours a month commitment is something that is well worth giving back to your community. You learn so much from being here and being a part of these organizations and groups, and it just expands your knowledge, not only for you, your colleagues and your clients, but everybody around you. So there is a benefit. I'm going to give the list of committees, but they're going to discuss them all in further detail. But just so you have an idea, because every one of you, I'm sure, has an opinion on something. So that opinion could greatly be used in the committee instead of out there. You could be here making a difference. So there is attendance committee, bylaws committee, education committee, diversity committee, finance and budget committee, grievance committee, Legislative and Political Affairs Committee, Membership Committee, MLS Committee, Professional Standards Committee, Property Management Committee, Public Relations Committee, Realtor Political Action Committee. So there is something for everybody. So please take initiative to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. And there's just so many different opportunities with all these committees. And I challenge you If you have never complained about something, not one thing in your whole real estate career, then there is no pressure to volunteer for the association. However, if you've complained one time about something in real estate, get involved. This is your chance to volunteer and change things and make things better, right? For all of us. So we have a question that we're holding to the end. We're trying to get a little more information live in real time. So we're going to move on to the committees and come back to that question. So for right now, we're going to start with the committees. And the first committee we're going to talk about is education, and we're going to bring forth the Vice President for Education. Candy will come up to speak on behalf of Melissa McKinney.
I'll begin. The Education Committee, according to, if you go to our website, how it describes it is the Education Committee recommends, develops, and if necessary, conducts training and educational programs for association members. This committee also develops and conducts programs to encourage youth to enter the real estate profession. Additional committee responsibilities include designing, planning, and conducting the association orientation program. So in real terms, what this means and what you see happen in your association that our education committee is behind is the practical app courses that they're constantly offering. I mean, those get a great feedback, but it takes a lot of planning that goes into setting those up. Melissa's been doing an amazing job. The great speakers we've had at our luncheons throughout the year. Melissa's helped instrument getting those people in there. That she works with her whole committee to make it happen. When we meet in person, we have the nuts and bolts. There's great education that comes out of those nuts and bolts, but that's what the education committee is behind. Of course, the new agent orientation, any type of training that you see that goes on through our association, the education committee has their hand in that. And they work really hard to maintain the high level of professionalism and knowledge that goes into the agents that are members of our association. So there's a lot of work behind the education committee, but it's a lot of fun, and they definitely can use your help. So if you're interested in bettering the education of the agents, please volunteer for that committee.
You heard it. We need you. All right. Next will be public relations, and our vice president is Megan.
Are you tired of seeing me yet? All right, so I'm gonna read what's written here, and then I'll give you my plug to maybe make it sound a little bit more interesting. The Public Relations Committee sets goals, plans, and develops programs and recommends policies designed to advance the term realtor and its professional image by building public confidence and increasing public understanding and support. I think what I'd like to add to that is that we are trying to be seen in the community, because everybody kind of comes to us to buy, sell houses or whatnot, but what are we giving back to our community? I think this committee really tries to make an effort to take part in things like the Alms House. We feed once a month to people in need of dinners, meals. We do Toys for Tots. We do Kids Piece. There's a lot of things that we're doing out within the community. And I think it's very important as an agent working in your community that you should be involved in that community. They should see your face and know what we do. And I think every one of us has something to give back. And I think it'd be great to get a lot of people in here brainstorming awesome ideas. So calling you to join, because we need more of you, more.
You heard it again. We need you. All right. And next will be our membership committee. Our vice president is Candy Quayler. Candy?
Hello again. The membership committee recommends and develops ways to encourage membership in the local, state, and national association. The committee reviews membership applications to ensure their conformance with the association bylaws. The committee is also responsible for assisting in the continuous development and/or careful consideration of membership policies, which are appropriate, reasonable, and non-discriminatory. So this year, our membership committee, we've kind of, with COVID, everything's been different. But this year, we've just really focused on unity and trying to bring our members together and making everyone aware of what, just like Amanda gave us that long list of everything that membership provides, and getting our agents to all come together, the realtors to come together, like when we did the night out at Dirtbags, to promote unity for all of us as working together. So there's a lot of work that goes into planning events like this. So definitely, we would love your help. We have, David's got a surprise he's going to tell everybody about in a little bit, but when you hear that, that's a plug from the membership committee for your help. So we definitely can use your help on the membership committee.
Thank you, Candy. And Candy and all the volunteers and staff really did an awesome job of that Realtor Appreciation event. That definitely broke the mold, if you will, I think. And next will be our legislative committee. Our chair is Mark Dow. First time up, Mark.
Hello, everyone. Making my rare appearance here. The Legislative and Political Affairs Committee monitors city, state, and local government issues, as well as hot button topics that affect our industry. The committee serves as a watchdog for all our members and presents call to actions that are set forth by state and national realtor associations. And currently we've been working on things like land use issues. Our association actually was the only one to meet in Raleigh in person with our Cumberland County delegation. We're following closely on stormwater, Gen X, and rezoning issues. So all very fun things and most entertaining committee that we have here. We also want to give you a little bit of information here. For those of you who don't know, elections, the census data has been put in, and elections, City of Fayetteville primaries will be held Tuesday, March 8th. City of Fayetteville, Tuesday, April 26th. For the general election, and your midterm for state elections is going to be May 17th, and state election general is November 8th. And yeah, we definitely need people to be involved in legislative and political affairs. Very important that we have, our voices heard as realtors. We're, a large consensus, and we can actually rattle a lot of cages and get things done with the right people in the right places. So join us.
Thanks, Mark. So in summary, I think it's pretty simple. We need you. We need you on the team. All right. You make this place a better place. Okay. So we saved one question for the end, and it's because we were actually working on it as we were speaking earlier. So this question is appraisal gap contingencies. Everybody's favorite topic. They have become predominant in our market, with multiple attorneys drawing up different addendums and so many interpretations of them going around, whether seller is obligated or not to lower to appraised value plus agreed on amount due out of pocket from buyer, whether it's a breach of contract if seller doesn't lower as agreed on, and so forth. When will the Forms Committee release a North Carolina approved form with an explanation to protect both parties? And thank you to Krista Dandinow for bringing that question. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. And Lori Linder, your 2021 president, was going to answer this question. She is actually in a meeting right now, I believe, talking about some of these topics at the state level. So that is proof that we care about you and your feedback. We're already actioning that. And Amanda's going to come up and give you a little bit of information on it, what we have so far, live from Lori.
I don't have much information other than the information that's discussed at the state level in the Forms Committee is private. It has been discussed multiple times. It is coming back up because members continue to express concerns and questions about the addendum. So it is absolutely on their radar. And we have reached out to get a formal response so that we can pass that on to you, Krista, and to the other members. I will say, just throwing back to the legal hotline, when the appraisal addendum started coming out, I think I was using the legal hotline 3 or 4 times a week. So in the meantime, if you do have questions about possible repercussions of your seller signing such an addendum, do feel free to use that free legal hotline. And as soon as we get a formal response in regards to whether or not North Carolina may be doing an appraisal addendum, we will update you with that information. Thank you.
All great questions. Thank you so much for bringing all these questions. And hopefully you learned a lot about the committees as well that you could join and have an impact on our association and our careers and our community. And do we have any live questions?
I have one question. officially goes. How long do you have to be in?
Okay, we have a question from here. How long do you have to be in as a member before you can volunteer?
Immediately. You don't have to,
And the answer is immediately. You can volunteer immediately. Great one.
chairs have to previously served 1 or 2 years.
And to be a chair, you have to have served 1 year on that committee previously. So it doesn't take long at all. Do we have
Means everybody on there can join.
everybody? If you couldn't hear that, Megan said everybody can join. No pressure. All right, awesome. Do we have any other live questions? Is everybody shy today? Okay, everybody just wants to win the prize. Well, hold on a second. We got just a few more things and then we'll move on to our prize at the very end. Just a few future events to read off. The next practical skills class at no cost. Please take advantage of this. This could really benefit your career. The classes are August 31st, September 2nd, the 7th, and the 9th. And there's more information being put out on emails and at the association. So again, that's August 31st, September 2nd, the 7th, and the 9th. Orientation for new agents is September 23rd. The reception for Wendy Harris, our very own Wendy Harris, will be the 2022 North Carolina Realtor President. So congrats to Wendy, and we'll be having a reception for her, and that's open to everyone. September 23rd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Highland Country Club. And again, that's September 23rd, 5:30 p.m. Start time at Highland Country Club. You do have to register though, so please register. You'll see more information on emails and the association as well. The North Carolina Realtors Convention is October 16th to the 19th at Wilmington, North Carolina. The State of the Real Estate Market will be January 18th, 2022. And before we do our prize, we saved the toughest question for last. With COVID making a comeback with a recent surge of the even deadlier Delta variant, your board of directors and officers voted to cancel our in-person September luncheon and October Realtor Rally. And I know that really stinks, but we did that because we care. We don't want to put anyone at risk, and we're just kind of following the statistics. So that being said, there is some hope on the wall, so to speak. So I want to put some hope out there. We've got the free CE coming up as well. And December 14th, we're looking at doing another appreciation event for all our members and a holiday party. So we're looking at doing that December 14th. So we're looking at trying to get together again if things are safe, and we just got to kind of follow the statistics. So I know everyone's bummed about that. I keep getting people all the time saying, you know, they want to do the luncheons in person. Everybody loved the Realtor Appreciation Rally. We just want to do it when it's safe and not put anyone at risk by putting hundreds and hundreds of people in the room together at one time. Okay, so
We got 2 from Facebook. How can I become a volunteer this year, and can I join more than one committee?
okay, great. We have 2 questions. If you didn't hear it, the 2 questions were, how can I become a volunteer? And we're getting your name, by the way, just so you know. Somebody screenshot that quick. All right. So anyone like to answer that question? How can I become a volunteer?
Call the office.
Call the office. Very simple. Or go to the website. Multiple options. And the office is open. You can even walk in too, old school.
Every single one.
At the same time.
And if you didn't hear that, you can serve on every single one at the same time. Nobody's done that before. We'd have an award for you. If you did, just throwing it out there. So.
And if they want to start helping with the event in December, we have a meeting on September 1 at 10 o'clock.
Okay, September 1st at 10 o'clock, September 1st at 10 o'clock here at the association. If you'd like to volunteer for the December 14th event we're going to have, that'll be a meeting to volunteer for that and to start planning for it as well. And the last one we did was just really awesome. So I encourage you to come out to that. All right, awesome. Do we have any other questions? Anything else? Okay, whew, sweating a little bit there on the hot seat. All right, well, I guess it's time for our prize now. Our drawing for $40 to Texas Roadhouse. And this is from Brian Kennedy from Southern Trust Mortgage. Thank you, Brian Kennedy from Southern Trust Mortgage. We're spinning that wheel. The wheel is spinning. Adam Upchurch, congratulations, you've won. All right, contact the association to get your free gift card. Oh, and we have a live update from Lori. Okay, so this is literally live. Okay, the Forms Committee receives questions, comments, and suggestions from all over the state. Thought is given before any changes or new forms are added. The appraisal gap addendum will come up again. In the meantime, please use one that is prepared by an attorney. You can also email us at the association or legal hotline at ncrealtors.org. That's legal hotline at ncrealtors.org. Be specific and include your contact information. Don't be shy. Lots of tips can be found at ncrealtors.org. Then hit the Business Center tab. Those are all questions and answers from the Legal Hotline and Forms Committee. Thank you, Lori. Again, that's your 2021 present. Do we have anything else?
Adam Upchurch texted in and said, thank you for the card, but give that to the Longleaf Pine staff to share for lunch.
Okay, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. All right. That's the first time we've had someone give up their prize for the staff. So that's awesome. That is definitely a member benefit. The awesome staff we have always supporting us and doing so much for us behind the scenes. And they never get enough credit here. So thank you, Adam. We appreciate that. All right. Anything else? Thank you for coming to lunch and hope you enjoyed your lunch. Meeting adjourned.
I hope that